What's up guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's Impulse back at it with a new video. And how do you guys feel about muscle cars? Today we're going to talk about the newest generation of Mustang, which you already know is one of my favorite cars. However, this newest version is kind of confusing, and if I'm being 100% honest, but let's go ahead and talk about it. There's been a lot of sightings or spy shots of the Mustang recently. There's also been some leaks as well. And first and foremost, we've been shown the newest front ends for possibly the base and GT option for this car. And if I'm being honest, it looks very similar to the S650 with some minor differences. So I'm hoping it's not like an S650 plus type of a deal and it's an actual thing where it looks like its own generation of Mustang. While the front end is a little bit more boxier along with slimmer headlights, it still looks very similar to the current generation Mustang. Especially if you look at early S550s like 2015 through 17s, but I mean it's a little different. I don't know, you guys tell me what you guys think. It looks like the GT version is going to get a head scoop similar to the GT 500 head scoop, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I hope the grille isn't as big as what this quote-unquote leak is, because it's pretty massive and I don't like it. And it looks like they added some fender vents, so it gives it a little bit more angular look, and obviously both the base and the GT versions will have the tri-beams for their headlights. You also can't really see the 5.0 badging on the side like you could on previous generations. I'm not sure if that means the displacement or whatever is going to be different, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. While we have seen some spy shots of the new Mustang, what we don't know is the powertrain. This is the part that can get very confusing if you're into Mustangs like I am. What do you guys prefer, combustion or electrical cars? And if it was an option, would you go for both? There's been a lot of rumors circulating about the powertrain on this car, from it being a hybrid to it being electrical to it being maybe a 6.8. It is all over the place, so let's go ahead and get into that right now. While we don't know exactly what's going to be powering the new Mustang, we know that it's going to have new engine options for it. Some potential possibilities are the 3.5 EcoBoost twin turbo V6 or a 3.5 EcoBoost hybrid similar to the Power Boost, and the most likely options include the 5.0 and the 2.3 turbocharged inline-4 EcoBoost. The least likely would be the 2.7 twin turbo EcoBoost V6. And this is exactly what I mean, that I'm hoping that it's not just S550 plus and it's a little bit more, so I'm hoping we get to see more with the engines. Jerry Diaz shipped us some information about a new V8 that they're working on, the 6.8 Windsor motor. He said that the 6.8 is being worked on for the F-150s and variants of the Mustang, so maybe we'll see a 6.8 Mustang. What would be cooler is seeing that 7.3 Godzilla engine. That thing is fucking badass, especially with how it handles boost so well. Oh, it's just badass, man. What type of engine would you like to see the Mustang being powered by, whether it's one of the old ones that we've seen or something bananas like the 7.3? I think we are gonna see a hybrid version, which may be cool and also may lead to it being all-wheel drive, but it could just be like a fever dream. The reason I say this, there was a Ford employee's profile posted on LinkedIn, which is like a social media for careers and jobs, basically like a professional Facebook type of deal. In their profile, it said that they were a product development engineer at Ford and that they were working on a 23 model year Ford Mustang 2.3 inline-4 hybrid with a 5.0 V8 hybrid. Well, I know this doesn't specifically mean we're going to see 100% sure going to see the hybrid versions of these cars, but the employee went on to change his profile, which kind of gets me feeling that we are going to see hybrid versions of the Mustang in this next generation. Something else that I read is that potentially we won't have the manual option anymore, which would absolutely just be one of the worst decisions that Ford would make in my opinion, but you know, who's going to listen to this guy? I don't even listen to this guy, like, come on, man. Like I mentioned earlier before, there is possibilities of an all-wheel drive Mustang, which would be pretty badass, I think, and it just doesn't seem very likely, but no one can really know, so keep an eye out for that. There was also sightings of what could possibly be the Mach 1, or at the very least, a performance-based Mustang. The reason why people think it's the Mach 1 is because of the similar wheels to the current Mach 1. It also has dual calipers, which could mean a 2-caliper system. However, it just doesn't mean that it's not just a parking brake like it was in the previous performance models. And if you squint really hard, it looks like it's 275s in the rear, which is wider than the 255 seen on what is thought to be the GT version. I mean, for all we know, it's just a performance package GT, so just another thing to look out is a potential Mach 1, which would be pretty cool. There was also some shots of the interior. It looks like the digital dash will be back, and it might even be standard on it, mostly because these were pictures of a base model Mustang and it had the digital dash, so people are speculating that it's going to be a standard option on the Mustang now, which would be pretty cool. I mean, I hope they have buttons for like climate control, because going through a menu screen to find all that isn't a deal breaker. Like, I would still go out and buy this car, but it just seems like a bit of an inconvenience when you're driving. Another bonus that they added was a flat bottom steering wheel, which is pretty dope. I mean, it adds more leg room. If you have thick thighs or just a larger person, you'll be able to sit much more comfortably in the driver's seat. They also got rid of the airplane style switches for their traction control and all that stuff, which, I mean, I wasn't really like looking forward for it to making a comeback, but it's kind of cool, I guess. The shifter does look like a current generation Mustang shifter though. Other than that, the interior looks awesome from what we've been able to see, especially because the dash is covered, but we can get a good idea. Like, come on Ford, you're not that slick, bro. And let me just give a quick shout out to Mustang 7G. They were the ones that went ahead and collected all these photos for us, so it's a big thank you. We also know the official code name for the Mustang, which is the S650, just 100 more than the last one, and that was leaked by job posting on LinkedIn by Ford's own doing. I think we're gonna end up seeing the S650 here for a long time, like at least 8 years, if not more. I also think that the car's launch is gonna be very similar to the S550. It's gonna be a lot of backlash. Like, do you guys remember how much hate the Mustang got? But if you look at it now, you see probably one of the most successful generations of Mustang. I can see something similar happening along with this, with it potentially having an electrical option while maintaining the V8 aspect, because I know Mustangs and car enthusiasts are just gonna be pissed off if they get rid of the V8. And when I say electric, I mean like an electric coupe. I know we have the Mustang Mach-E. The Mustang Mach-E is a phenomenal car, but it's not a fucking Mustang. Overall, I hope that Ford keeps pushing the Mustang to consistently get better and better. And I also don't think we're going to be getting just an electric Mustang just yet. Maybe in like 5 to 8 years, maybe we'll see an electric Mustang. Be pretty cool, but just don't get rid of the V8s, man. Do not get rid of the V8s. Go ahead and smash the like button if you guys enjoyed it. It helps a lot more than you guys think it does, especially being such a small content creator. I mean, I love doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it. I just hope that you guys enjoy it as well. Also, let me know about your thoughts and opinions about the new Mustang coming out, and if you guys are excited for it, if you are just, everything that you've seen so far is just disgusting and you absolutely hate it. Like, let me know what's going on in your head. I want to know what people think about this car. Like, how do you guys feel about a potential hybrid Mustang? I know that sounds weird to say, but we're in 2022. Electric vehicles are coming. Alright guys, remember to drive safe because somebody loves you, and peace out. I'll catch you in the next one.